What? Beady boppa doo 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 doo. Gonna just fucking draw. If anybody shows up, cool. If they don't, I don't care. I like the company of CGers. Yeah, I like the company of honest people. So what should I draw? I'll just sit here, start drawing robots and shit. What should I draw? Do, 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 do. So what do you want me to draw? What do you guys want me to draw? I feel like drawing. I don't know. I want to draw something. I gotta draw something. Where's my mind going to shit? I had this idea in my head about a samurai cyber frog and salamandroid piece. If it sounds stupid to you, I'm sorry. No, it doesn't sound stupid. But I've already drawn. I don't want to draw cyber frog anymore. I've already drawn him like a couple of times, and I don't know. You can only draw cyber frog so many times as fan art before it like gets fucking weird. Because the stuff that I did, none of it got picked for trading cards or anything. So fuck it. Yeah, let me get my head straight. I'm fucking smoking this bowl real quick. What to draw? Ugh, my brain is shit. What would be really cool to draw? What should I be drawing? I'm like slowly looking around for stuff. What if is that an ASMR video where I just maybe I just draw stuff and then erase it and then draw it again? Did I shoot your dream down, dude? I'm sorry. That's not what I'm here for. That's not what I'm here for, buddy. What do you want? You want a cyber frog samurai? Is that what you want? You want cyber frog samurai? All right. That's what I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna draw that for you. I'm gonna draw that for you right now. Just hit like and share, and we'll get started. Hmm. Hmm. You're not killing my vibe. You're not killing my vibe at all. Don't stress it. Actually, man, my vibe is fucking agitation. Like kind of agitated. So that's why I wanted to like draw just the best thing to do when you're in a shitty mood and you're super aggressive is to just pick up a pencil. You know what I mean? Just pick up a pencil and start drawing. By the time you're finished drawing, whatever you're finished drawing, you'll have some cool artwork, and the person that you're fucking whatever about it will be done. So I'm sitting here and I'm starting to formulate a fucking samurai cyber frog. Should want me to draw godlike, some kind of a Viking godlike, some New England pilgrim as godlike. Godlike's whatever. Hmm. It's crazy because he's got those fingers, and I want him holding a sword. Okay, I think I got it. J bot, a bitty bot.
Hey, man.
What's going on, dude?
What you up to? Causing trouble?
No, no, I'm streaming and not causing trouble.
I was like, I think I'm gonna draw some, and then bing, the link came up. I was like, oh, awesome.
Nice. Yeah, I was like just sitting here, just fucking fuming.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, I need to fucking stream. I just need to like build my own platform. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. We can't depend on other people, man. We got to do our own stuff.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
Why'd I draw that so small?
So what are
Any
you
idea
drawing?
what? I was gonna say, any idea what you were gonna mess around with?
Zachary called out Cyber Frog Samurai,
Oh, okay.
so I figured why not?
Yeah. Sammer frog.
Yeah,
Sammer frog.
but it's like, all right, cool. And I'm gonna draw him with his fucking long ass fingers wrapped around a little samurai sword. Yeah, I got some odd paper I found in my office. Like it's got like a slickness to it.
Oh, I've been really enjoying drawing on like HP printer paper.
Yeah, the classic, dude.
I'm like, this is great. It's like super white.
So what else? How was your day? We were fucking hanging earlier, weren't we?
Yeah, we were. Of the 5 minutes that I popped in on Pre-King Awesome,
That's right.
I was like, hey man, bye man.
Hey, what's going on? And later. Yeah, it's all good. I know it's like a weird time of the day for some people, but
Yeah,
it's like, um, really the only time slot that isn't like completely, I don't feel like I'm stepping on anybody's toes.
yeah, yeah. That's the toughest part. It's like, who's streaming? Oh, this guy's streaming. Shit, well, I like watching that one.
Yeah, yeah, right. There's like sometimes you're like, oh yeah, I don't want to stream over that guy, or hey, I like that guy, but then there's like you're just like, oh yeah, fuck that dude. I'll fucking stream right over his shit. Fuck him.
Let the audience decide, man. Especially if you're doing like different shows. You know what I mean? I don't think it's a big deal.
Fuck, I gotta pull up my fucking copy of Cyberfrog. Figure out what this motherfucker looks like.
A lot of lines and
Did you watch Malin's Dirt? I'm really interested in hearing what he had to say.
no, no. I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I'm not. I don't. I'm not subbed to Malin. It was just one of those things that like I don't know. He puts out stuff and I just don't really watch it, or it was like a lot of Jack Show stuff, and that's just not a. That's I don't know. It's just not for me. That's all.
Yeah.
I still follow Ethan. Every once in a while, he'll bust out a draw stream, and I'm like, hell yeah.
You don't watch the other stuff?
Not really. I mean, I was sub to Shane, but I never really watched his stuff because a lot of his stuff is like, oh, what's going on? DC's burning down. Like it's like, oh, okay, man. Like, yeah, my favorite stuff I enjoy watching is like, of course, your stuff I really enjoy, because it's more, I don't know, it's different maybe, and there's always like some kind of art talk in there too.
Uh huh.
But then like, I enjoy like Graybeards with Aaron, pretty much anything Aaron does is fun. But yeah, seeing Graybeards and the art that they do on that show is just sick.
And who's on that show?
It's Aaron, Kelsey, uh, David Williams, and then
Ooh,
Gary. I have his inking book here. Gary Martin.
some fucking wizards.
Yeah, man, they're always drawing some cool shit. And then Kelsey's always like, I'm gonna try these Dr. Martin ink things, and he's just paint stuff, and he's like, this looks like crap. And I'm just like, yeah, dude, I should just hang this shit up right now. Everything they turn out is just amazing. But then also hear him talk shop, which is what I
Yeah.
really enjoy, which is kind of what got me into CG in the first place. Was Ethan's like, hey, you want to make comic books? You can buy this stuff at the art store. Here, let me show you. And then I was like, oh, cool, man. Maybe I should start drawing again. And then Fractober happened, and I was like, oh, dude, this is dope.
Yeah, I hope for October happens again this year.
I hope so, man. I get why. I mean, I understand why it might not. I mean, I get it. He's busy with his book and stuff, but at the same time, it might do him some good to just have some fun.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got he's real busy with that book, and I guess just outside work.
Yeah, that
Which
on top
I can kind of relate to
of
what he's
book
he's
too.
he's a few floors above me in like the shit that he gets to do, but it's like pretty much the same thing with storyboarding anywhere. Like if they call you, you do it. Because if you don't take the
Yeah.
call, like
hmm
somebody else will get
Yeah.
that
Take
next
it while it's
call.
there.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I had to put my book, but I was doing stuff for this, or I was doing stuff. It's like, yeah, man, you gotta pay bills. I get it.
Unfortunately, that's kind of some of the shit that happened with Rock and Roll Ninja, but shit was just I just had a bunch of shit just like kind of taken off, and then I had a kid, and it was like holy moly,
Yeah.
like no free time, dude. I had like fucking none. Not that I'm complaining. I'm super super grateful for the opportunity to work on Rock and Roll Ninja, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a balancing act, man. You
Dude,
gotta.
anything worth doing is fucking gonna be hard. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
Everest is not fucking easy for a reason.
Yeah, I'm just trying to standardize how I'm drawing Berserker because I keep changing him. And it's like, I gotta break him down like a cartoon character, draw him at the same time every time.
What pissed you off today, Matt? Ha! John was just talking a lot of shit about everyone. Top five streamers. Kelsey, I like.
Kelsey's great, dude.
Shelby Roberts.
Yeah, Shelby Robertson's real good.
Nah, fuck that guy.
Okay.
Zayd Comics, was that Phil?
Yeah, it's Phil.
Yeah, fuck that guy. Narwhal. Um,
That was pretty neat. He's a pretty cool dude. He's different. I can't.
he is different. He's too different for me. I don't like his artwork.
Yeah, I feel like it's almost like stills, like in between, which is what I like. Um, Granted, I didn't buy anything of his, but I feel like I'm watching like this, like in between cells of animation is what I feel like I'm looking at, which is kind of neat. Like it has that energy to it, or something. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, I know. I know what you mean, but
Yeah.
it's just so like fucking scribbly squonky to me that I'm just like
Oh yeah. Oh,
I don't like it. I'm not saying like it's I don't like narwhal stuff, and it's not personal. It's just it's
yeah.
somebody else's rocky road, and I've got fucking cookie dough in my fridge. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
It's just not for you.
It's not my flavor. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. It's not for you.
it's some weird like Mediterranean shit, and I just want to get a fucking hamburger. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like I just
Yeah.
it's just not what I'm interested in. And then Bancroft, I don't know. Fuck that guy too.
While we're at it, I guess, right? Fucking-
I mean, I guess personally he's fine, but I don't know. He like spent a fucking, you know, he spent a show where like half the show he's like talking shit about Zach and how like he's not gonna fucking support or buy any more Spalato books, and he's like talking to a whole fucking stream of people, and then is like, and but go ahead and back my book, Lucien, da 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 da. So it's just like, man, fuck you, dude.
yeah.
So, but I like Kelsey a lot.
Yeah. I think
Shelby is
Kelsey's.
whatever. He can fucking. I don't care. But I like Kelsey a lot. Like we talk a lot backstage and shit. Like not backstage, but like just DMing back and forth and stuff.
Yeah.
And I mean, a lot of it was just like, please stop fighting. Please stop, like,
Yeah.
stop airing
Yeah.
laundry. Stop airing laundry.
Mm, that sounds
But
about right.
honestly, man, it's like there's no HR department
Hmm.
in fucking CG. And it's like the way people are like, man, that's just drama. Why you call it drama? And it's like, well, you're just calling it drama, but it's really your own shitty behavior.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, oh,
You know what I
yeah. I
mean?
don't
It's
know.
like, hey
Yeah,
man, I don't want to talk about drama. You mean that dude's fucking bullshit actions? Like you can call it
yeah,
drama, but it's really something else. And I don't
yeah,
just like talk shit about random people. I only like fucking get shitty with people who have like I don't know actively done something. Well, good for Malin for talking about everything, but it's fucking gay if he like privatizes it all. Like I'm gonna talk all this shit and then privatize it.
yeah. You gotta
Then
catch
why
it when
even
you catch
fucking
it.
say it, dude? I know,
Yeah,
but
yeah. I don't know. I mean, I really don't know. I haven't seen any of this stuff.
I haven't either. I don't know. He's like trying to like kind of I don't know. I don't know. Make me like I don't care if I go on. I don't think I've ever been on there. I think I was on there once, and that
Yeah,
was
and I
it.
don't. I mean, I get like I
So
don't know, man. Like,
I'm not stressing it too hard. It's not like an exposure thing. You know what I mean? I'm not like fuck those guys because they're not giving me exposure.
mm,
I mean, they talk about Richard's books all the time, but they do kind of like shit talk Richard.
yeah. I almost feel like he's like Richard's a different audience now. He's doing his own thing.
Yeah, but Richard's still doing comic books with people who are CG. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? He's still creating comic books that are happening with people that are CG. Like he may not be CG officially,
Hmm.
but he fucking like started it. And Aaron, is CG. I'm CG. Chuck Dixon is CG. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's like you're having all these CG people, but then you're gonna fucking like like shit on it because
Yeah, well,
you know
he's
you
not
don't.
CG. He's just employing CG people. You're like, oh, what?
That's fine. I mean, if you want to make that argument, that's fine. But then why, why not? Like, you could still fucking like talk. I don't know. I'm not saying bring it up. I'm not saying it like I'm not saying like promote, but maybe don't fucking like shit talk.
Yeah, don't shit on the guy. You know?
Yeah, you know what I'm
I don't
saying?
know.
Like if you're not happy with like the shit that he's doing, maybe just shut the fuck up about his books because some of us are working on them and are fucking like trying to sell them. And
Yeah, but that's the thing.
oh, what's the thing? Did you block up or did I lock up? What's going on, buddy? Did he lock up? He locked up. That's a shame. Maybe he'll come back. Yeah, who gives a shit? I hate the drama too, dude. I know it's not fun for the fucking for the fan. And I think that was like one of the things that Kelsey was like, man, don't fuck up the fucking fan base. I'm like, definitely not. It's definitely not what I'm fucking trying to do. And he's like, don't go to Tampa and start shit. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck why would you think that? But I mean, you're gonna have some grinding of personalities. I think maybe it's not like, hey, fuck those guys forever. But I don't know. There's definitely like I was talking to somebody the other day, and he was telling me about how I had a fucking soft band on me because of some of the people that I've like hung with, some of the people that I've fought with. Like, oh, you hung out with Vicky, so that's like a fucking guilt by association. What? It's really like the same idea of like, well, I'm not gonna get involved because that person didn't do anything to me. And then it'll also be like, well, you hung out with so and so, so I don't want to fucking have anything to do with you. It's weird. Poor Jay's all locked out. Whenever you're ready to come back, Jay, let me know. I'm listening for you. I don't know. There's no real way to say stuff, but it's like you can't fucking like you guys want to whisper about like my fucking bluntness and my I don't know my personality, but boom, what happened?
I lost internet, dude. I was still talking to myself.
I know. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, I was just saying, like, if you don't want to sit there and be like, yeah, yay, I'm CG, man, look at me. If you don't feel like doing that, that's cool, man. You know, Zach, like I said, Zach always did his own shit anyway, so I could see him not wanting to be part of like a giant
No,
group
I mean
anyway.
I'm totally CG. Like this isn't like I'm not pulling a fucking Patrick Purnell and like
Oh yeah,
fucking slowly like creeping at a fucking CG. You know what I mean?
yeah, but I
I'm
mean, like
I'm
with
totally
Zach,
CG.
Zach not saying, oh Richard, like I'm CG, and why won't he say it? Well, maybe he doesn't want to, man. Maybe you know what I mean. It's fine.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's like were the first punk bands calling themselves punk, or were they just fucking doing their thing?
Yeah.
You know, he kind of showed up, pioneered some shit, and just kept moving. But
Mm.
him and I and Chuck have like some more stuff planned this year, and we have some shit planned after that. So it's not like he doesn't want to do comic books. I mean, I guess I could probably focus this aggression somewhere else. I used to play Grand Theft Auto a lot. That was fun, just fucking playing on that and talking mad shit to people. But
I'm gonna come to your house. I'm gonna fuck you up.
that was the best. Yeah, how that goes. Yeah, all right.
Hey, Zach. Hey, Chris M. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't agree with how they're like, oh, well, this guy's doing this. Well, forget those guys. I don't know, like the weird, I don't know, blacklisting, shadow banning type, whatever shit that's going on within CG. Like, what the fuck, man?
Dude, that's what I was saying with the guy that I was talking to. Like I was like fucking Fowler he was like texting me and like telling me I was like, how am I fucking shadow banned? And was like explaining to me how I was shadow banned from like multiple people. How
Mm,
like the CG slums doesn't want to fucking hang out with me. And then the fucking main people aren't interested in me. So it's just like, well, I don't give a fuck. I mean, it's a little disheartening, you know what I mean? You're just like, what?
yeah, especially where like I'm doing work on this stuff and I'm doing work on that stuff, and you're over here busting your ass, getting your name out there in CG.
It doesn't matter. It's like it seems like it really doesn't matter like what you do.
Yeah.
It's just a fucking luck of the draw, dude. I don't know. Like I fucking when I first came into CG, I talked to Ethan, was like, what should I do? What kind of stuff should I be up to? I'd like to make a mark. I'd like to do some shit. And not be a leader, of course, because that's fucking corny. Because we're north of the wall, there's no fucking leaders. But you know what I'm saying? Like, how
Yeah.
do I fucking like excel? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
I want to do some good shit. I want people to be like, oh, Matt Barr, he's awesome. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Let,
yeah, yeah. Like,
let
yeah,
your
I'm
work
super
speak for
aggressive, but it's
itself.
like, yo, Matt Barr, like he's not a fucking like weirdo with women, and he fucking is honest, and
No
like
fucking kidding
he
me, man.
pays his
Jesus
shit.
Christ.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, Zach says I
I don't
want
know.
Zach
So
over.
it's so what?
I said Zach is. I was reading his comments, and he wants to go to the meetup in Las Vegas if it happens, but he doesn't know if anyone's going to go since it's set up by PTP. Yeah, Florida's on the other side of the country for me. Vegas might be my only chance at a meetup. Yeah, yeah,
Look,
man.
I'm
Yeah,
not gonna pull a Bancroft and talk about how I don't like these people and how nobody should fucking do it. Look, if you want to go to hang out in Vegas, go for it. I mean,
yeah,
this
go
is
for
all
it.
me personally speaking. Like, please back fucking PTP's Last of the Seekers because I did that book.
And
You
that's why
know,
I got it. That's why I ordered it.
dude, Jesus fuck. I have seen some of the fucking artwork, even though he has me blocked. See, you're right, dude. There is soft because it's like I can't get into the CG room, the CG green room because
Mhm.
Patrick has me blocked. right? So Patrick has me blocked, and I can't get into the rooms because I'm blocked. And instead of being like, "Hey, can you unblock Matt?" No, they don't. They what is instead of Ethan saying, "Hey, could you unblock Matt so that he could be in some of the rooms where we have our links dropped?" He goes and has fucking like lunch with him.
Yeah, yeah.
Just
I
like,
don't know.
man, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, what is going on? Like,
So it's like
it's like
so I go to Ethan
it's
like
like
two
are we
years
all
ago.
like are we all like like say are we all like equals? Are we all like cool? Or it's like you know what I mean? It's like that's shit like that's weird. It's
Whatever,
like
however
listen,
the fucking wind blows, dude.
let everybody be
However the wind blows.
a grown person. You know what I mean? And let them fucking deal with it. It's not like you're over here spewing hate speech and shit. You know what I mean? It's like yeah, this guy talks rude to women, or freaking is a is a racist, or you know what I mean? It's just like it's a little abrasive, but okay, what the fuck?
I don't think I'm abrasive. I think I
Yeah,
give back whatever somebody gives me.
yeah, that's true.
I think if you're super chill and funny, then I could be super chill and funny. I think when I start getting like odd passive aggressive shit is when I start getting shitty.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, do you think
And that's
it's
just from like working in corporate, dude. That's just like corporate art department shit where it's like as soon as somebody starts getting weird, you have to like check them. It's very
yeah,
like hyena fucking pack mentality,
yeah,
You
yeah, that
can't let
makes sense.
anybody like talk weird to you because then they'll just do it all the time. And
Yeah,
then your
then
fucking day sucks. So you have to like weird salesmen who have like little fucking jokes and shit. Like, nah, dude, you fucking shut that shit down. Like, get the fuck away from me, dude.
yeah, I could get it. I could totally understand that.
But if
At
you're
the
like,
same,
hey, what's going on? Like, dude, like you have two salesmen, and they come up and they go, hey, where are you from? And one is, they say, where are you from? And I say, oh, Newport News, Virginia. And one is like, oh, cool, Chesapeake Bay. All right, that's fucking cool. All
mm,
right, good. And then the other one's like, oh, isn't that where Michael Vick is from? Fuck you, dude.
mm.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
But go ask your mom.
Go suck
Go
a dick. Yeah,
ask your mother. She might know.
go ask your mother after she's fucking had a train put on her.
Where are you from? Dixville? Like what the fuck? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're I don't know. Maybe they're maybe upset, or they don't want business dealings to be mentioned or something. I don't know. I mean,
Business.
is that like when someone's doing shady shit, like is it like crossing the line if you just air that shit publicly? Like, or is it the best because since we're not the mainstream, since CG isn't like fucking Marvel, maybe that's what keeps everybody fucking honest. You
Well,
know what
what's
I
funny
mean?
is that there's a whole bunch of like whispering and shit about different people, but there's no public talking about like people doing fuckery.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? Or it gets like construed and then fucking deleted.
Yeah. I mean, I think if people
Blah
were
blah blah
going
blah.
to move forward with stuff, I think that the customers might want to know like if someone's doing shady shit and if they should buy their shit or not. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Well, if anything, it's for other artists. Like it's funny when PTP talks about like don't do shit or you'll be unhireable. And it's like suck a dick, dude. Don't you even fucking get what we're doing here? Like it's
Yeah.
about independent. Like you didn't hire me, dude. We collaborated on something.
Mm,
I'm not here to be hired by anybody.
yeah.
Like I'm here to fucking like co-create. At
Hmm.
at best co-create,
Yeah. Have some
you
stake
know?
in the game. Have some skin in the
Yeah.
game.
Like how about you or I don't even know what the fucking word would be. Like maybe nobody wants to work with you, which is really it's like you don't have a contract with people and then you
Yeah.
start to do weird shit, right?
Hmm.
So it's like you were doing weird shit with me and now you blocked me and you don't he blocks me. He doesn't mention me when he fucking shows my artwork with the comic book and the toy,
Hmm.
and then I'm blocked. So it's like I'm supposed to be getting those pages or at least the money from the original artwork, but he's like blocking me. So it's like I don't know if he's like selling that shit or not.
Yeah.
So that's all fucking mad shady. So it's like, do I think other people should know? I think other people should be aware that they need a contract if they fucking work with him,
Yeah. Especially when you're
right?
starting to do, the numbers that when you start. I mean, you're not doing, they're not doing $5 books here. You know what I mean?
They
It's
look like
10,
$5 books,
10,
dude. Like, dude,
20,000,
the show, I
30,000
gotta
and
give it
up
up for
campaign.
PTP. His showmanship is dope. Like, he definitely puts on a good show and a good thing, but like when you crack open the fucking hood, dude, that fucking shit is trash, dude. Fucking artwork is shit. He fucking inked my artwork with like a Sharpie. Like, it looks like he inked the whole thing with a fucking micro tip Sharpie.
Mm.
Like, no variations and fucking line weight, no fucking flicks of the wrist, nothing. It just looks fucking like somebody who had a fucking stroke did it, dude.
And I guess, like, I don't know, man. I understand maybe it's like a fuck you or something.
I don't know
Maybe.
why. I
But at
don't
the
know
same
why it's a
time,
fuck
it's
you.
like it's
I'm not
like
the one who like fucking. I'm not the one who like tried to fuck him. You know what I mean?
at
Like,
the same
we
time,
did some shit, and I was like, dude, what the fuck? And like, he just like was not like jamming on anything. So I was like, then he did some other shit, and I was like, man, I I'm not doing anything after this fucking Last of Us Seekers book because he wanted me to do his Silverhawk book, right? And I was like, yeah, man, that sounds cool. And then somebody was like, man, you're doing a lot of fucking PTP shit. Like, you're doing a lot of heavy lifting, and I didn't give a fuck. But once he started saying no to a bunch of shit, and I was like, man, I don't want to do anything else after this. Like the Silverhawk thing, I was like, I'll finish everything for Last of the Seekers, but I don't want to do anything else after this.
yeah,
Okay, dude, within 24 hours, he had told Shane Davis and Kelsey that I fucking quit a job.
yeah,
So it's like, man, fuck you, dude. Like, of course I'm going to talk about that publicly because he's going around whispering that I fucking flaked on shit.
yeah, yeah.
So it's like, come on, bro.
Yeah,
But
I don't know.
but then it's like he goes online, it's like, eat the shit sandwich, like whatever. So it's just annoying to be like, yeah, look at this guy, he totally a fucking shit stain. But then no, we're just gonna fucking forget that and let's have some fucking CG nights and like, it's like whatever, dude.
Yeah, I don't know.
What the
It's
fuck ever.
bizarre. It's
It's mad
bizarre,
bizarre, dude. It's fucking weird. It's
especially
weird
how
from
like,
shady people, dude.
especially how outspoken he was against Gabe and with the David Williams thing with Truth Justice. Oh, is this true? Like, what the fuck? Blah 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 blah. It's like,
Dude, I know,
well,
right? Yeah,
on
I'm the
that, it
one
wants
who's
to
the
be
fucking
private. Yeah,
I'm the one who's fucking this quote unquote CG shitster, right? But then you got fucking Gabe. You got well, you do have Gabe starting fights at fucking conventions and like getting anybody with the word comic skate like kind of soft banned from conventions. Like people
yeah,
were having all kinds of problems getting into a couple of conventions because of the Gabe thing.
yeah.
Right, but
It
no,
did not help.
but then again, that's also a fucking topic nobody wanted to talk about. Like I was on a
Yeah,
stream with
hush
Shane
hush.
Davis, and that pussy fucker was just like, anyways, we're not gonna let's talk. Yeah, dickhead. Let's move on to fucking Disney stealing your fucking cats, bro. Give me a fucking break,
Yeah, yeah. Which I've seen the show, and I don't think
dude. I watched the show too, and I'm
I
just
think
like,
I had a leg
dude,
to
you're
stand
fucking
on.
stretching, bro.
Yeah, like, I don't know, man.
You're fucking stretching like the. Oh wait a minute. Different beings with different colored outfits because they have different colored crystals. Fucking the lantern spectrum, dickhead.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck
Fucking
out of here, dude.
Power Rangers. Like, come
Power
on.
Rangers, you fucking
This
clown.
Sentai shit been around since the 70s. Like, they all had different colors, and
Jesus
I
Christ.
mean,
Disney stole from me. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Don't be the victim.
yeah, very,
How's that
very
for
weird.
dirt? And then this will just be public because fucking whatever. Like, I didn't get here because of them. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like stuff like that should be knowledge, I guess, for especially if CG is ran by the fans. You know,
I was sitting
and
here as I was sitting here talking shit. I was like flipping through this fucking killer book, dude. It's a good book, man. Ethan did it makes a good book.
which one is that one?
This
Is
is
that
where
is that number
Cyberfrog
two?
goes down to Georgia. It's called Dixie Wreck Planet.
Yeah, I gotta get Rick Planet. I'll wait for one of his many eBay sales and be like, yeah, I'll get that. I snatched the books up after the fact.
A word.
I'm like, all
Fuck,
right.
it's like he has body parts, and then now I'm like adding other body parts because of the fucking samurai.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Tank Otter, Chris M, what's up? Dark Gift, what's up, bud? BS Warren's here too.
Oh shit! Of course they're here because people just want to hear people bitching.
Yeah. Who are drawing?
It's
Who are
hilarious.
drawing?
I hope so. They're not here for this fucking drawing, dude. Are you
Uh,
kidding me? They want to hear Matt Barr sober bitch. They want to hear
Dude, I
Matt
would
Barr on
love.
coffee bitching.
We should do that. The
Not
portfolio
bitching.
review show.
That's dangerous. That's dangerous as shit.
I think it's great. I volunteer. I'll be the first guy on there. Be like, look at my shit, man. Look at all these fucking tangents, J-Bot. The fuck?
I mean, like, I can't deal with these fucking tangents everywhere, dude. Now, would that be a dickhead to be like, yo, man, let me see your fucking portfolio before we go on air? Just fucking.
Take a couple notes and then just fucking. Rah!
Oh, fucking massage that shit the whole day before the show, dude. Fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's almost like too, even if you say anything wrong or like wrong, if you have any wrong speak about it or something, they're like, oh, oh, what the fuck? No, they're whatever, they're ungrateful. How dare they say this stuff? You know, that's like the comics way guys, with like Rich Ayala and those dudes, man. They were like, yeah, when they were like, they came out against anti-Kickstarter. Oh, if you don't use Kickstarter and blah 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 blah. And first they were like, Malin's like, well, whatever, you're a pussy if you use Kickstarter shit. And then and Rich was like, fuck you, man.
Yeah.
And all those
Yeah,
guys
they
were like,
went
fuck
back and
you.
forth.
And they were like, well, how dare you? Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Like, somebody calls you out on your bullshit, and all of a sudden it's like, whoa, well, they're ungrateful, and blah blah. It's like, man,
I could see.
I'm
I
just
could
gonna
see
shut my
like
mouth.
both sides of that. You know what I mean? I mean, there does need to be like a sense of unity within a community, because if you don't, then why are you doing it? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah.
but
But at the
and I
same
mean, it's
at the
I
same
don't
time,
know.
you're like you're telling guys to build their platform, right? So guys are trying to build their platform,
Yeah,
and they're coming out with a book, but the book's being soft banned on the platform that CG is supposedly backing. So what are you supposed to do? It's like, okay, well, let's try Kickstarter. Oh shit, I made 12 grand, 18 grand on Kickstarter. Oh fuck, cool. I'm gonna do both. We'll just do both. Oh, but if you use Kickstarter, you're a fucking whatever. It's like, dude, you already got your
the
platform. You already built your platform using CG, and that shit. You know what I mean? It's like, how can you? Like now you're just fucking. I don't know. I feel like it's. I
I'm
don't
like
know,
trying
man.
to think of these circle. I'm like trying to think of the shape of fucking Cyberfrog's shoulder, and then also trying to like samurai it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, like if it was like
um,
this, then the thing would rest like that, right?
yeah. I'm like, okay, there's like a ball underneath. I mean, it seemed like Malin. He was a little like sensitive about roach balls, about Rich.
Yeah.
Like he kind of like laid out a whole like thing about Rich showing up in his chats and super chatting and shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for months he'd super chat roach balls. For months
He
he'd
was he
throw.
was super chatting to Roach Balls, or Roach Balls was super chatting to Malin.
He
Because
was
that's what
he.
it sounded like. Malin sounded like, yeah, he was like always in my chats, super
Oh,
chatting,
he was in all the
praising
chats,
me, and then
dude.
I brought him up. Yeah, I
Yeah, he
remember
was in
seeing
all the
him.
chats. Roach balls, roach balls, roach balls, and it was all good till all of a sudden you use Kickstarter because you're getting, whatever, you know, you're getting shadow banned at Indiegogo, and Malin says something, and they're like, you know what, man, that's bullshit. And they're like, oh, well, they're ungrateful and blah. It's like, nah, man, like, what? You're not supposed to voice how you feel, like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah,
It,
you.
yeah, I don't know. I just thought that was kind of like I don't know, that part was kind of weird, and then so he came out super strong, and then Ethan had to come kind of smooth it over that whole situation. Where like, well, if you can use Kickstarter if you've been making comics for 30 years. It's like, oh, now you're adding addendums to the shit people can do. Like, and then thank God Fund My Comic came out and they seem to be pretty good. It's like, all right, like this seems to be taking off. So,
Yeah, that
and,
seemed to kind of quell that, right? He
and
was
then
just
now
sort of
and then here's another thing. All those Comic Way guys, because the same guys who work with them does the Aerith books. They were laughing at the uh Aerith for doing the books on a website, and they're like, it's never gonna work. You have to use the crowdfunding. Now what the fuck is everybody doing? They're all doing shit on their own site now.
yeah.
When the Aerith guys were doing it 2 years ago, and now it's like, oh, we got to put that shit on our site. It's like you shit on these guys for doing it. Oh, it's never gonna work. And now you guys fucking do it. And then act like shit, man. We paved the way for something. It's like, all right, man. Like, I don't know, man. Some of the bullshittery some of the fuckery that goes on, man. It's like, but God forbid you say anything. What the fuck?
Yeah. I'm burnt out, dude. I'm Hail CG all the way, dude. CG for life. But I'm
Well,
just
that's the
like
thing. That's the thing. CG needs everybody
burnt
can't
out
just
a
be
little bit.
yes men and fucking CG, dude. Because then what's the point? Somebody has to say this is fucked up. You know?
Yeah. Well, you say this is fucked up, you're a fucking shitster. If you say, "Hey, Cecil, why should I watch what I say around Cecil? He's done one fucking book." You know what I mean? It's like I'm the shitster. Like the dude gets kicked out of fucking lobbies on stream. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you fucking? I don't know what you're talking about. But no, like that was one of the ones that Fowler brought up. Like, yo, man, you're soft banned because you were fucking with Cecil. Like, really, really, dude.
Dude, not everybody in CG likes Cecil, man. You know,
No,
it's like I mean, cool. He
I
he
didn't
did
have
a
a problem
book.
with him before that. I mean,
Yeah.
I made the Anna joke, the same joke that probably Malin and Cecil have made. I don't know. I didn't realize that she was retarded.
Oh.
If I had known that she was retarded, I wouldn't have said that. I didn't know that she was like actually retarded. I made a joke about a movie being dumber than her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and Cecil lost his fucking mind.
Oh okay. It's okay, dude. Like sure, whatever, man.
Yeah, so I'm just like, Jesus Christ, easy there, fucking Will Smith. Calm down there, Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
Fucking simp of the year, dude. Easy does it. But then he
Right.
blocked me and then he unblocked me because they called me a nobody. And then some people were like dropping my name for a logo.
Mhm.
And he had to unblock me. He didn't
Let's
have to
see.
unblock me. I don't give a
Let's see what
shit. But...
the chat's popping. Let's see what's going on.
Oh, is it?
Drawings are nice. BS Warren says, yeah, Matt, get to the complainant. Zach says Matt got the dirt too. Dark Gift says, I have no clue. No, I had no clue about the bitching. Just came of a draw stream with Dillard and saw you guys live. Yeah, for that. Tank says, for my next act, I ink Matt's work with an off-brand crayon. Zach says, did you see how awkward Ballers got when Ethan tried to patch things up between Shane, Mandy, and Patrick? Who gives a fuck, man? That's why I don't watch Ballers. Those are three people I don't
I
really
like
watch.
Mandy. I like Mandy. I think Shane is just fucking weird and goofy. And I think Patrick is a fucking shithead. I mean, the shit he told me, dude, makes my fucking stomach turn.
Let's see
And
what
I'm not
else.
even gonna say. I don't even have to say it, and I'm glad I don't, and I haven't. Because it's like,
Mm.
oh man, like he's not wasn't really honest about some other shit. So now I'm just like, I'm hoping that the shit that he said is like not true. You know what I mean?
Oh God.
Just wonky shit, dude. Look, like, I don't
Mm.
want to hear that because it would be like, hey, we're talking, we're DMing, and it'd be like, hey, let me give you a call. And be like, okay, and then it would be like an hour long fucking session of just like him telling me shit.
And who's that? Or you don't want to say who's talking? Who was calling you?
No, no, I'm saying like fucking yeah. Patrick would call me up, and it would be like a fucking like an hour and a half fucking call of just like tea. You know what I mean? Just
Oh
fucking
God.
dirt. You know what I mean? And it's like I
Jesus.
don't fucking know anybody, so it would just be like a flowing of dirt one way.
Yeah.
It's
You probably just need to vent to someone who knew what who these people were.
yeah, dude. I think that's what it was. I think it was a fucking venting because it was about like the Kings and stuff. It was about people on that show and some other people. You know what I mean? So it was like, hey, so and so. I'm like, yeah, I know them. Well, da 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 da. And it's like, what? That's fucking crazy. But then he would like say some shit like, yeah, man, fucking. I'm like, how come Shane won't give me on the Super Bowl? Shane thinks you're a fucking tryhard. I was like, what?
Hmm.
So like all the other shit that he's telling me about X Y Z and fucking QDF, like I don't give a shit. I'm just like going, man, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah. There's
But as
Zach
soon as
said.
he said something that had my fucking name in it, dude, I was like, what the fuck did you say? He said, what? Dude, I not joking, dude. Within 10 minutes of getting off the phone with him, I was like, Shane, why you call me a fucking tryhard, dude?
And he's like, what? Like,
Yeah, he was like, what? I didn't say that. And I was like, what? And then we got on a fucking three-way. It
uh,
was like Patrick, me, and Shane on a fucking stream, like on like a back room
mhm.
StreamYard thing. And then Shane was like, I didn't say that. And Patrick was like, well, I was thinking that you were saying, like, he was totally fucking like just double
Oh,
speaking his
yeah.
fucking ass out of it.
Yeah.
Just shady, dude. It's like weird. It's like to be like, yo, Gabe is the fucking snake. Gabe's such a fucking snake. It's like you're a fucking snake, dude.
Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, chat's popping. Yeah,
Blah
Chris.
blah 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 blah
Chris.
blah 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 blah.
Try
Draw your
Cyberfrog out there.
frog. Draw your cyber frog, bitch. Eat your checkers.
Chris says we laugh at the SJWs for eating their own, but yeah, it seems like there's been a lot of petty bullshit lately in CG as well. Kayfabe or not, it would be cool if there was more unity. Yeah, yeah, there is. I mean, it's obvious that there's different classes in CG. I mean, if you're streaming or you've been watching, it's easy to see. You know what I mean? Gone are the days where like, oh, this guy's CG. Yeah, let me have him on the stream and let's talk and shoot the shit for a bit. That those days are gone. Now it's like CG 2.0. It's evolved into something else. Um, I see Dark Gift. The problem with the Kickstarter issue is some guys came later after the initial Kickstarter incident, so they don't have the same connection to it that OGs do. Yeah, exactly.
Truth.
Yeah,
Truth.
yeah. And then when you see guys again like Billy Tucci and Graham Nolan putting stuff on Kickstarter, you're just like, oh hey, they're doing it. I'm gonna do it too. They're like, yeah, let's leave no fan behind. It's like that sounds great.
And it's a very weird thing of like the laying of like, hey man, that's not my business. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Where it's like, hey, how come this is it? Hey man, we all need to unite that. And you're like, okay. And then you bring up somebody and you're like, that's not my business. You're like, it's very hypocritical. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? The
yeah.
fucking standards are like,
Hmm.
I don't know. I miss straight edge. It was so much easier to just fucking. It was like, it feels like comic skate is like it's like straight edge, but like you can have drugs on Wednesday and on you could drink on Sundays in the afternoon, but everything else is drug free and drink free.
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm not leaving. I mean, I kind of
Yeah.
want to be the example because all right, like, and now I'm going back to what Ethan said. So like when I first got in there, like I was having a fucking issue like getting some fucking coverage, right?
Hmm.
And like nobody wanted to cover my shit because it was a Zach book.
Hmm.
right? So like it was a Zach book, right? There, and nobody was like fucking wanted to touch it, right? And which I was like, holy shit! I was a little taken back, right? And the only person who like fucking gave us like an interview or gave me like an interview was fucking Vicky Verse,
Mm-hmm.
right? Which is like, and in my head at the time, I'm going, she's never done anything to me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so far, the only thing I saw was like her do a fucking video with Ethan about some coin. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? Like, and they were talking, right, on Twitter. So it wasn't like, the fucking the shit that it is right now. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah.
now it's like fucking Aragon talking to the mouth of Sauron between the two of them, dude. It's cringy as fuck. So everybody was like, oh fuck, he's talking to Vicky. Double don't talk to that fucking dude. And it's just like, well, nobody was talking to me. You know what I mean? It's like, get on streams. And it's like, oh, I couldn't. And the only one I could get on was fucking Vicky. So that like pushed me back a little bit. So I
Yeah.
like went to Ethan, was like, man, what do I fucking do, dude? Like
Yeah.
what dude, I look, it's like a fucking Eagle Scout project. You know what I'm saying? It's
Uh,
like, what merit badges do I need to start fucking doing, dude?
yeah.
To start moving up the ranks.
Mm-hmm. Or just get noticed for your shit,
Just get
Like,
noticed,
look, I'm working on
basically.
this. Let me talk to
Yeah,
people.
and
Let me
it's
get
like,
in.
dude, it kicks you down. And it's like, well, hey, I did all this other shit, right? Nobody gives a fuck,
Mm-hmm.
right? So it's like, unless you're like mainstream, like anything you're bringing to the table is like fucking, dude. The credits don't transfer,
Yeah.
right? And it was like, I was like,
Hey,
oh,
listen,
okay.
your university credits don't transfer into this junior college, this community college we're running here.
Well, it
Like,
was
what
like
the fuck?
dude. It was like, yo, did you go to these two other very specific colleges? No. Okay, well, fuck you. Starting
Yeah.
from scratch. You're starting from scratch, asshole. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, that fucking seems legit. You know what I mean? It's like, all right, well, let's start paying some fucking dues. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Like, that's fine. So I start paying some dues, right? And he's like, yeah, you need to start doing like covers and fan art and just like getting involved on streams and getting logos and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of like participating
Yeah, being part
as
of the
much as you
scene.
can, being
Yeah,
part of the scene, dude.
yeah.
So it's like, so while I'm working on Rock and Roll Ninja, I'm also like, doing fucking covers and logos and just like doing all this shit in CG that is dope. I'm having a fucking blast, dude. And it's like right now, it's not about the money; it's about the message. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Mm-hmm.
like I'm just like it's just exposure. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm like a teenager again, where they're like, "Kid, you need exposure."
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So you're just kind of doing all this stuff, and it's just like
Just running
I don't know.
around,
It's
just doing
sometimes
shit.
it's like
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's even it counts for anything.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest, it doesn't feel like I'm glad I did it all, but it's like I don't know. I feel like I'm I don't know.
Like
I
running
don't know where I'm
circles.
like mumbling off to,
Yeah, you just
but
like running circles. Like, hey, man, what the fuck? Like,
well, it's just like, oh, well, if I did all this stuff and like you still won't fucking like ask Patrick to like unblock me to get me in the fucking chats because it's like you do a Comicsgate live show and you drop the link and I can't get it and then you don't send it.
mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's kind of
It's just
whatever.
like I keep them
It's
blocked.
fucking whatever.
Yeah, maybe Patrick feels like he has to keep you blocked, otherwise you're gonna start airing dirty laundry. I don't know, man.
You know what? All he has to do is apologize. The thing that fucking lit my fucking candle at both ends was him lying to Shane about like me quitting on a job that I never started.
Mm.
So if he was like, "Yeah, man, I apologize. I shouldn't have told them that." Dude, that's fucking that's water. That's water on the fire right there.
Mm. Yeah.
You want to talk about eating a shit sandwich? I'll make it for you, buddy, and I'll cut the fucking crust off. I'll make that shit fucking. I'll cut that shit sandwich into triangles for you, but I'm not fucking eating any of it.
Mm.
So all he has to do is apologize. I doubt he will, because he doesn't have any. He doesn't have a fucking heart.
Yeah.
He's
I
got a
mean,
fucking Lego heart or a fucking. He's got a fucking baboon heart right now.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I don't get what makes people do certain things. Maybe it's money. Maybe it's I don't know. Like I said, I thought CG was supposed to be different. There's a bunch of indie guys doing a bunch of shit, and even fans getting involved and stuff. And now it seems to just be, you have your high class CG that's just like, doing whatever they want. And I feel like we're all fucking peasants, and none of us fucking matter. And if you talk about it, or if you're like, yeah, I don't like that shit, or I think this
We
is dumb, or
matter.
whatever, then it's like, oh, fucking A, man. Like, wow, how dare you? How dare you? It's like, you guys are acting like a fucking cult, dude. Like,
Well, we get our worth from ourselves. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah,
I'm not. Ethan's not my fucking dad. You know what I mean? It's like it's not like
yeah.
that.
But it used to be like
But
this cool movement where you could be like anybody could be on a stream, and anybody that was CG and hang out and draw and shit like that, and now it does not feel like that at all.
mm-mm.
There is it does feel like there's elitism shit going on. So it's like, all right, well,
But maybe I mean, I
that's
don't
the only
know.
thing
I
that that's
kind of
the
take it upon myself, like that time when I was talking to Shane. I was also fucking kind of chewing his ass a little bit about the first time that he was really shitty with Irene and Dan.
mm-hmm. Yeah,
Like he was like fucking going in at him, like he was drunk as fuck going in at him, and I was fucking like kind of not yelling at him, but I was fucking pissed, dude. And I let him know how pissed I was
yeah,
that he was doing that to Irene and Dan. But you know what, man? It's not my fucking place to fucking white knight these people. You
yeah,
know?
yeah,
At the end of the day, it's like if you're a grown fucking person, like if your feelings are hurt, like you just I don't give a shit. Like that's
yeah.
not my fucking problem.
It's also different if you're fucking blindsided about it too.
It's not like you
For
don't fucking know what's going on. You know what I mean? It's not
mm,
like it's a fucking first time you're on somebody's stream and you're like, oh shit, shocker, they're fucking being rude to me. Like they've already been rude to you a couple times, so it's not a big. I don't know why you're like upset about it now.
mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Let's see. At Dark Gifts giving some dirt on Vicky. Yeah, we all know she's
She's a
horrible.
fucking nut
Yeah,
job.
we know she's
But like,
crazy,
yo,
man.
I was like we were like just starting to get poopy pants, me and Patrick, and fucking like Irene throws a Fiendish 2 closing on Ethan's show, right? Do you think the person who did the back cover of Fiendish 2 would be on that stream?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think I fucking would, don't you? I'm going, yo, you're showing my fucking artwork on the fucking stream. I'm in the chat, and you don't want to send me the link?
Hey, Bronco Compass, what's up, bud? Yeah,
It's
Mean
like,
Girl
what the
stuff.
fuck ever, man.
Yeah, it's a
You know what I
tank.
mean? That was the moment I
Yeah,
was like, what the fuck is this shit? Like,
yeah,
did I not fucking work my ass off for that shit? Did I not, like, make that exactly how you wanted it? Okay. Good to know.
mm. See, Dark Gift says, I don't think it's elitism. I think it's more EVS and John got burned by a lot of rookies in the beginning, and when guys they knew from the industry came, it just became a comfort zone for them. Yeah, yeah,
Dude,
but I
some of
mean,
us have been here 2 years, dude, and been doing fucking, like, all kinds of shit. And, I've never asked him to show my shit on his channel. Never fucking asked him to show Rock and Roll Ninja trailer on his channel. I just like going on there and fucking and hanging out.
mm.
But I don't know.
BS Warden says, do you think it's elitism or meritocracy? Current CG atmosphere reminds me of a little of the stories that Graham and Aaron tell about how the old editors and pros used to be.
I don't. It's definitely not meritocracy. I mean, I don't know.
Broken Compass says we're about to announce the Kill Them Dead art contest. I hate hearing this shit. Throw up some models of Kill Them Dead so we can draw them, dude. Like, I don't even know what these people look like.
All right.
Hey, yo.
Damn, this is gonna have to be a shorter blade. What's the shorter blade and the longer blade?
Cause shit, man, I
You,
don't
come on, man. You're a wafu, ain't you?
know. Short,
You're a weebo or whatever. What the
right?
fuck are they called?
I want to say It starts with a K, I think.
You know what it is.
Oh, no, a W. Wakizashi. Is that it? Some of
Wash
you
your booty.
guys, yeah, wash your booty, wash your stank.
It's a wash your taint. It's the
Wakizashi,
short. It's
the shorter one.
short sword that they used to hold between their legs. The washa.
Yep, Zachary got it. Wakizashi, weeaboo katana. It's the weeb katana. That's the poor katana. When you can't afford a full one, you get the small one instead.
I don't know. I mean, they sit there and talk about Zach, so it's not like talking about other creators is really that fucking like out of the norm.
Mm-hmm. Well, anytime he launches something, they talk about it. So it's like they can't help themselves. So but I do miss old Zach. We were just like, fuck this book and throw it at his fucking space heater in his room in his apartment and shit.
Yeah, yeah.
That was the best. It's like I don't even have to read these books. I haven't read comic books in 10 years, and this is great. Like,
Yeah, man, he's the one who got me hooked.
yeah, even my wife
Like
was
he
like,
was he was the videos that I was watching.
mm-hmm.
Um, I wasn't. I had no idea about any of the other CG shit. No fucking clue. I didn't know about Malin. I didn't know about the Jack show or the Balls Out show. I didn't know about any of this stuff. I'd only seen the diversity comic book, diversity in comics. I'd only seen like the your boy Zach stuff. Because I was sitting in a fucking office as an art director and I wasn't doing a lot of designing and art. I was just like reviewing other people's shit.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had time. So I was just sitting there watching like fucking videos. And his was one of the videos that I started watching a lot. And like he was just saying stuff and every once in a while it would like really like catch me. Like I've always wanted to work at Marvel. Like as long as I can remember, as a little kid, I wanted to work at Marvel,
Mm-hmm.
and I went to college. I did all this shit, so that I could be a Marvel artist, and I. It's like I had some brushes with them when I was younger, but like I wasn't there. You know what I mean? I was like at 80%. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
and so they like there was definitely like some potential and some pats on the back and on the head and shit. And I don't know. And then I instead of being a starving artist, I like started doing other shit that paid money. And then I was like still trying to like show my portfolio to Marvel, but first at the old cons, at the old conventions, you could go with your portfolio and like walk up to an editor,
Yeah.
and like you show
Mm-hmm.
your book, and then like hopefully you see that same editor at another con. Like there was a lot of like going to different cons. You know what I mean? You
Mm-hmm.
didn't just go to like your one local con. Like you went to a bunch of different cons and you like worked on whatever you had like notes that you had gotten from that previous con.
Mm-hmm.
Because you might run into that same editor. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So it would be ideal if you had made those revisions and were like, yo, here's those revisions I made. And it was only a couple weeks ago, rather than, yeah, I'm still showing the same portfolio. You know what I mean? So there was
Yeah.
some coolness to it. And then it went to like, oh yeah, you need to sign up. You need to sign up to get a portfolio review. And that was one of the last ones that I did. I like brought my portfolio to the New York Comic Con and got on the list. And but it was like so fucking long that like they didn't even see my shit, dude.
Mm-hmm.
So then it was just like, okay, no longer accepting portfolios. We'll find you, kind of a thing,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that was when they started finding a lot of Tumblr artists and shit.
Yeah.
And and then Zach was like, "Yeah, the Marvel that you wanted to work for is dead." The more it was like something like that. Like the Marvel that you wanted to work for doesn't exist anymore. And like weren't working together yet, weren't talking, and
Mm-hmm.
that like I felt like he was talking directly to me.
Yeah.
Maybe I was high. I don't know. I could have been high as shit, but he was like, "Yeah, that Marvel that you want to work for, doesn't. It's not there anymore." And I was like, "Fuck, it's not." It's not there. So like this whole like little idea in the back of my head that maybe if I like work real hard and do fun shit, like Marvel would see me,
Yeah.
notice me, senpai. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And it's like, yeah, nah, they're not noticing me. Like I'm a white male. I know that sounds fucking goofy and like war culture, but it's like they've already like done like put out tweets of like, hey, we're looking for editorial staff. You need to be wheelchair bound fucking gay ex sex worker to edit books at Marvel. Don't worry about if you know how to spell or read or not. Just come on. So I knew it was done. So then and then maybe like a couple of weeks later, he's like, "Yeah, I'm catching a lot of heat. I can't find artists to work with, And I just like sent a message in the comment section. Like I bet you can go back and find it. You know what I mean? It was like, yeah, like hey, my name is Matt. This is my website. Here's my email address. And then he replied, yeah, email me back. Email me at this address, which everybody has that address. I don't have like a fucking red phone call. Like I don't have like a special fucking line to
No
your
bad phone.
boy. Yeah, dude, which is kind of crazy because Kelsey will be like, oh, you haven't talked to him? No, no, I have not. I think Charlie's Angels has more fucking connection with his angels than fucking Zach does with me. I get like weird like message drops. Like I walk past this like phone booth, and if there's like a little X on the side of the phone booth in chalk, then I know to go to this other brick and like fucking pull out the package and then like put the brick back. So I like called him and like we just started like talking and like was like, what do you want to do? And this is what I want to do. And so we just kind of like rolled like a couple of things that we both enjoyed together, and then got Chuck on board. So there's a lot of like the CG shit that like I just wasn't aware of until I was like, all right, well, I'm working for Zach. What's this CG thing?
Mhm.
And I started like Googling it and like kind of watching it and shit. I kind of like, just seeing the fucking circus of it. Blah 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 blah. So I like it. I like being in CG. I like being independent. I like not having a boss. I like being able to like fucking draw what I want, work on what I want. I don't know. I like being able to tell somebody to go fuck themselves and like not get asked to the fucking HR department office.
Yep.
So many times you're just sitting there and be like, man, you're a fucking pussy, dude. Just shut the fuck up. And like you roll that in your head, but now you just like, man, just shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
But
like or like what the fuck are you talking about, man?
yeah, yes. Yeah, I was on like an earlier stream, and somebody was like, I won't say who because it doesn't even matter anymore. The person was like talking about screen printing and about fucking direct to garment and fucking plastisol inks, and was just totally full of shit. And oh my god, I just had to say, just shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. I don't think I said shut the fuck up. I think I was a lot nicer about it, but yeah.
Yeah,
I
because
had
you
to say
like did,
something, man.
because you did like freaking everything, dude. Like I know you did like screen printing to like paintings and you across so many artistic spectrums, dude. That it's almost like I don't know, man. I feel like you're like one of the few guys that's like Like you've done it all in art. Like I would call you an artist. Like not a comic book artist, not but like a legit like artist for all the different stuff that you do, you know? Commercial art, traditional art, comic books, like screen printing. Like you've done all this
I
different forms of
am
art.
I am a commercial artist, I
Hmm.
guess. But I mean that's what I've become. But yeah, deep down, I just want to be a comic book artist. I just want to pencil comic books, my own books. I just want to draw my own books, or at least own parts of them. Like I'm doing something with Will Perdomo, you
Yeah,
know,
I think that's gonna be cool.
that meathead thing. That's gonna be fun. I was gonna do something with Ethan, but it like I don't know. Is that horse thing? And I hadn't seen a script, and some of like the wonkiness and some of like the hypocrisy. I was like, yeah, I don't want to work with you, dude. But then that elephant thing came out. I was like, yeah, we're gonna do this share profit because like the horse thing wasn't. It was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna pay you to draw horses.
It's a
Is
hired
that
gun.
cool? And I was like, yeah, that's cool. But then like several months went by and I didn't see a script, and I was like starting to like, man, I don't know, man. I don't really like some of his stuff that he's doing. I was like, yeah, I don't want to do that book anymore. And it was like, plus it was like not share. It wasn't a
I think
share thing. And so the elephant came out as a share thing, and it was like,
it's kind of too late now, right? You're kind of like, yeah.
I
Especially when you
drew
got,
some stuff at first. I was like, because it sounded cool, but then like I started thinking about it, and it was just turning into a fucking uh I don't know. It felt like it was turning into a popularity contest. You know what I mean? I was like seeing
yeah.
somebody like posting shit, seeing the artwork posted that I could go online and see where they were getting the references from. I didn't say that on fucking Twitter, but I
Mhm.
was like, yo, man, like you're just fucking pulling shit off of Google. Like, what the fuck? But
Mhm.
I digress. You know what I mean? It was like, all right, fucking whatever.
Yeah.
Enjoy. Enjoy your fucking. And then also, I started thinking about it, dude. There was a couple of years where I was drawing a fuck ton of elephants, like Alabama roll tide elephants.
Yeah.
You name the type of elephant, I had to draw it. Cartoony elephant, angry, aggressive elephant, realistic fucking elephant, dude. Like, holy shit, dude. I've probably drawn a couple hundred elephants. So I was like, oh, I don't know, man. Do I really want to draw more elephants? It is share profit, but I don't know. It seems kind of hypocritical of me to be like, yeah, I don't really want to do your fucking stallion book, dude. I like you, but I don't want to work with you. And then to turn
Mhm.
around and be like, yeah, I'll fucking draw your fucking
Yeah.
elephant book. That felt kind of fucking little hypocritical on my part. So I
Yeah.
deleted my post.
Yeah. Also, though, too, it's like, do you really want to do something for somebody else? Or are you? I feel like you're ready to move on to do your own
Um,
shit,
just
especially
for
how
the
many
fun of it, you
ideas.
know what I mean? It doesn't seem like that would be that hard, but then it's like, why do I want to put in that much effort into a book that like for somebody who like won't lift his finger for me on other shit? You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
I'm supposed to spend fucking 2 days of fucking for each page, and like you won't ask somebody to fucking unblock me? Like I ain't doing that shit.
Yeah.
I don't care how much it is. Because it's not about the money all the time.
Yeah. I
I'm
know
doing
what.
something cool on the side that's gonna be fucking dope, and it's like I'm gonna wear a fucking CG hat when they fucking interview me, dude. Just so I like put my money where my mouth is. You know what I mean? Where I'm just like, how come these people go on Fox News and they never say the word fucking comic skate? Like, what the fuck is that shit?
Yeah.
Like, that feels like a fucking gif, grift.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Where you're like, I'm fucking comic skates. I'm fucking screaming. I'm gonna fight Mark Brooks. And then you go on a fucking major news network. You like don't say it.
Hmm.
Like holy shit! Like you were saying it all day on fucking Twitter, but you suddenly fucking pipe the fuck up for 20 minutes. Like give me a fucking break, dude.
They took the American way out of Superman, dude.
Yeah, they did, bro. And you
Dude,
know what? They'll
man,
probably put it the
fucking.
fuck back.
I bet. So I backed the book, and I let it ride because it was like, all right, let's, I wanted to give him benefit of the doubt, and with the art and stuff like that. And then now I get the
Do you
Big
have the
Man
book?
comics. I do have the book.
And
It needed David Williams. It really needed David Williams.
fucking A, man, I'm telling you, like,
You
not to
know,
be a dickhead, but it's like, hey, back this book. Fucking come see this movie starring fucking Tom Cruise. No, fuck that. Starring fucking Chris Hemsworth. Holy fuck. It's the newest movie starring Chris Hemsworth, right? And you go and you plop down and it's like fucking Liam Hemsworth.
yeah,
You know what I mean? You're like,
yeah. I mean,
what the fuck?
to his credit, he did finish the book. He supposedly he did everything himself, according to the credits inside and stuff. But now all the emails that I get, he's doing a Dean Cain book now. Dean Cain, American Agent or something, But it's dude, I should fucking where's my
Good luck
phone?
with that, dude. A
Dude, I should read you
fucking
the
vanity
it's
project. Holy
dude.
fucking shit, dude.
It is like his emails, like, oh, back to books. It's like some kind of weird, like conservative. It almost reads like conservative propaganda. It's like bullshit. It's fucking weird. Let's see if I can pull one up for you. It's like, now that we have struck a blow against, we're in the
Lord.
culture war and da 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 da. I'm like, dude, I just wanted a comic book, man. Like, calm the fuck down, man.
He's part of the Rippaverse, isn't he? Isn't Gabe over there?
Yeah,
Gabe
I think he's doing the
colored
colors.
some shit in my Rambo book. My Rambo book.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. He didn't color my shit. He didn't color my stuff, but
His art is like, I mean, I
I
probably shouldn't
asked him.
I
I
shouldn't
like
fucking talk.
DM'd him. I was like, "Hey, I heard you're coloring fucking Rambo. Are you going to be coloring my stuff?" And I got like no reply, and I was like, or it was like I got a reply. It was like I had gotten. It wasn't like just like a no reply ever. I was getting like these like 2-word replies, right? And I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to find out if you're fucking coloring my shit.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like, why are you being fucking weird? Like, I'm just trying to find out if you're coloring my fucking book, my pages or not, or if you want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, not even if you want to, but are you, right? Because he
Mhm.
was like, he was like, yeah, I'm not sure if he's gonna do it or not. So I was reaching out to him and asking him if he was, and I ended up getting like Matt Yackey coloring my Rambo pages, but
Have you seen him? Have you seen him yet? I don't
yeah.
know if you've seen any. I mean, I from what I've seen from Matt Yackey, that guy's a fucking color wizard.
Um, yeah, I saw my pages. I saw my pages. I'm psyched. It's
Like
funny,
I'm,
like on fucking panels, he's like fucking Eeyore.
yeah,
Just like Eeyore the fucking donkey or mule or whatever the fuck. Just like, yeah, it's like, hey man, how's it going? Yeah, comics. Yeah, comics are great. Everybody should die. The world should burn. It's like, okay.
okay. Here we go. This is update. This was an
But
update
seriously though,
email.
man, like David Williams has a very specific and dope as fuck style. You can't fucking pump it out. And it's like, why didn't you think about a fucking story outline before you got together, you retards?
Yeah,
It's like two people, like you guys have never fucking like written or drawn a book before. Like, you start with a story outline, even if it's on one fucking page. Dude, this is storytelling 101. You get a fucking page and you fucking write down, or in the it's computer, whatever the fuck you want to do, right? You go 1 through 80 or whatever pages that you have, and on one line, you just say what you're doing on each page with just kind of one line, and you just kind of like a light fucking outline. That way the other person can look over and be like, oh yeah. Oh wait a minute. Right here on page 62, that part where we're murdering babies or whatever the fuck they had problems with. Yeah. Hey, can we revise that? Like you do it then. You
yeah,
shitheads. You dumb shits. You work out the outline of the story before you start your campaigns. Fucking retards. God damn, man.
so I'll give Gabe credit where credit's due. This is a consumer review. Okay. Uh,
Yeah.
He finished the book. He released a product. The printing is good. The paper is good. The quality of everything, shipped great. Like that stuff is no qualms on that. It needed the David Williams art with it, and I think it would have brought it up another level. But this feels like I'm reading a Valiant book from the mid '90s that I remember nothing about.
Oh, like Harbinger,
Yeah, or you
fucking
know what I mean, or something.
Solar, the nuclear man. You're just like, okay, I think I remember what he looks like. Do you remember the story? Fuck no, fuck that fucking shit.
Or it's like you're like, yeah, man, I started buying Torah because Bart Sears was doing the art, and then they got some other dude to do the
Yes.
art, and then something after that happened after that, and I don't remember. That's what it feels. That's what it feels like to me. I wanted David Williams artwork. That's why I backed the book. So now let me read you one of the emails that you get sent if you're one of the lucky dogs that backed one of his books. All right.
All right, here we go.
Many of you let me know that you are sick and tired of the communist woke brainwashing of children and society that left-wing Hollywood is pushing on our culture. You let me know that you wanted to do something about it but felt stuck and did not know how to make a difference. Well, congratulations, by backing T-Jaw, Tooth Justice American Way, you did make a difference. You helped make thrilling entertainment that upholds traditional, patriotic, family-orientated values and help nurture that culture for our kids and grandkids. I'm like, bro, I
Wow, dude.
bought a book, man.
Holy shit.
I bought a book.
Because of you, children will survive.
Yeah, and
You're
I'm
helping
just
the
like,
human race,
wow. I'm like,
dude. Fuck
wow.
those
Okay,
commies.
man. Like, okay, dude. Like, yeah. I don't think we're gonna see any more of Truth Justice unless he has somebody else do it. The vibe I got from this book is he did it and it's kind of finished. It's not like whoa or whatever. It's like okay, cool. Like, all right, that's over now. Moving on.
Damn. Is it a complete story?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a complete story. That's what I feel like is kind of like okay, like after hearing some of the things that they were talking about and what they were having like discrepancies about or what they were arguing about, you can kind of see where it's like okay, they're like, oh, this point in the book where this kind of stuff was supposed to happen, all right, because there was a big thing that David Williams wanted the sidekicks to die. I mean, they're whatever anyway, too. I mean, the sidekicks are nothing fucking memorable. You
But he's
know?
like, I want one of them to die.
Yeah, he wanted to kill the sidekicks. They're like teenage kids. They're not even like freaking young kids. So it's
Okay.
not even like they're like Robin. So it's like if you wanted to kill one or whatever or all three, who gives a shit? You're not attached to them anyway. It's like all right,
Yeah.
whatever. And I heard that that's what David Williams wanted to do, and Gabe didn't want to do it.
Well,
And
that
then
could have been something that's what I'm saying. They talk about that in the beginning,
yeah. So I don't know, but I get the vibe even
Fucking
like
up
with
this face.
with what Odin was telling me because he was lucky enough to get the sketchbook that came with it that gave like it was like a black and white edition that gave notes that Gabe wrote himself on like the art and stuff. And he was like,
What?
yeah, he's like, yeah, there's a lot of patting on the he's patting himself on the back in a lot of these notes or whatever.
What the fuck?
Like this, a comic artist always makes sure to have dynamic angles and blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, well, okay, like sure, man. So I get I get the feeling that Gabe thinks very highly of himself. Which is, I
Okay.
mean, that's fine, I'm sure. But yeah, after all the emails are like the one I just read you, I'm like, Jesus, dude, like, how do I get off this mailing list? Like, fucking unsubscribe, man. And that kind of stuff being said, you know, whenever Berserker comes out, everyone just feel free to say whatever they want to say. That's what I want.
There's so much of this that I hate, dude. Because half
The
the time
cyber.
we're talking, we're just like, I'm just talking shit.
Right? It's like, what the fuck? It always goes down that way. It's not my fault.
Oh, what do you mean it's a ghost town?
Oh, I
What'd you
said
say?
it always goes down that way. Like where I was
Mm.
like, hey, yeah, cool, man, and all of a sudden it's like, well, fuck this guy. I guess somebody got to do it. I suppose. I don't know. We can't just whisper it out. I can't. I don't know, man. Maybe it's just me. I just can't like lie about stuff like that.
No.
Like, how's the book? And I was like, Odin was like, yeah, I'm curious to see what you thought about it. And I was like, same things you said in your video, pretty much. And he's like, oh, okay, yeah, that's what I figured.
What did he say?
Which was pretty much to say, like, it needed David Williams. Art, I mean, kudos to him for finishing it, but it's kind of it was a mediocre book. And, I don't think we're going to see, I don't think we're going to see much of it. The characters kind of seemed very very stereotypical. It was nothing. If he was just trying to do like a Saturday morning cartoon type show,
Yeah.
like comic, it needed David Williams artwork because it just comes across very flat. Like David Williams would have made it look like a Saturday morning cartoon. You know how dynamic and action and stuff the way he draws. So it's just kind of like it's like somebody trying to do a comic. Like I think this is what comics are supposed to be like.
Well, I mean, that's crazy because he's he's been around him. You know what I mean? You'd think that, like, I don't know, through fucking osmosis, that he would have like figured out like what make comics good. And if he's sitting there talking shit to himself, like, oh, definitely, I like the way these dynamic angles that I'm using.
Mm-hmm. This is great. It's like it might have been fine for like normies, but I don't think avid comic book readers would have been like, this is the best book ever. And I'm like, yeah, it's okay. It was a book, but I feel like he put it out to put it out, you know. And now that that's over with, he's probably gonna move on to his other Jean Claude Van Damme Bloodsport book that he wanted to do.
What?
Yeah, he's working on a book called Beef Law.
Beef law. This fucking bottom jaw. I will. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna. It's because I'm trying to add all this other bric-a-brac bullshit onto his face. Yeah, man. That's the why. That's why. I need to go somewhere. I need to move somewhere else and like build up my confidence and then come back.
Yeah, right. I'll come
You
back
know
to
what I
this
mean?
later.
I gotta fucking build up my fucking life, my life bar up again somewhere else.
Oh, 80s is here. What's up, 80s? Dark Gift says you think his interview with Chuck Dixon was 1 hour and 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Chuck had 15 minutes of talk time. Gabe had to do 15 minutes. Had to do minutes of smelling his own farts.
God damn.
uh, I entered the art the Truth Justice in America Way art contest. um, And I was like, oh, well, I got some time. I can finish it because I get off work at this time, and he's not drawing it till 7, or he's not showing the stuff off till 7. So I got time. So I'm like, driving home at like I get off at 3 o'clock, and okay, cool. I got half a day today, and I'm driving home, and I see him streaming. It pops up while I'm driving, so I pop it up, so it can play. And it's like, oh, we're drawing the art. We're gonna be doing the art soon, and blah blah blah. So I like pull the car over in some like apartment complex,
Oh.
fucking, in the fucking parking lot. And then I have good thing I have my iPad with me, and then I just start fucking like coloring it. In like 20 minutes. And then boop, fucking Wi-Fi with the phone, AirDrop, and then fucking send it to him. I'm like, man.
You can keep talking. I'm listening. I'm just fixing my shit.
Yeah, I'm doing. Yeah, I'm fixing shit too. So I got quiet.
Just fixing shit. What are you doing? Fixing shit.
Mechanics. Dude, but damn, we got a new refrigerator, and they installed it, and when they hooked the water line up to it for the ice maker, they pushed it back and it pinched the damn line. So then there was a slow drip leak,
Oh shit.
and then so like we didn't know, and so I come downstairs this morning to make my daughter breakfast before I send her to school. Get her cinnamon toast crunch, and then there's just a puddle in front of the fucking refrigerator, and it's like been sitting there, so I could see like the wood floor starting to kind of like start fucking coming up. I'm
No.
like, oh, son of a bitch. So I pulled it out and wiped it up. Not too much damage was done. You barely notice it, but yeah, I had to fucking replace the hose and not pinch it this time. And I fucked up, so I'm like, cool, man. So I go in my wallet because man, they installed the refrigerator, a dishwasher, and the stove. So I'm like, all right, man, I'm gonna tip them each $20 because they've been here for about 3 hours, and at least I'll give them $20 each, and then they can get a lunch or some shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're like, yeah, we got 12 more installations to do. I'm like, damn, bro, that's rough. So I was like, all right, man. So I'll tip them $20 each.
Yeah.
So I go in my wallet and I go like, okay, cool. I look real quick. I grab a 20 and I grab what I think is another fucking 20 and just put it in my pocket. So when the time comes, I can just pull out my pocket and give it to him. So the guy's like, okay, cool. We're ready to go. I'm like, all right, man, cool. So I pull it out and there's a 50 and a 20. And I was like, fuck. Let me take that 20 back. Here you guys go. Fuck, I tipped him $50. I was like, son of a bitch. God damn it. And then they don't install the shit right, man. Like, oh, goddamn.
Oh,
So, yeah. So,
had one job.
yep. But it beats me doing it, so I can't complain, I guess.
Beats me doing it. I wonder how this will take. I don't like the way that looked. I think I'm kind of fucking this thing up.
I know, man. I think it looks great. Oh, you taking off, Tank?
Later, dude.
GGWP. I don't know what that means.
Good going with your pussy.
That's a good golly, Walter Peters. Hey, he says the Berserker's coming along great. Thanks, man.
Good gravy wet pussy.
I have to do a little. Yeah, I gotta cartoon them up a bit. I think that'll make it more fun to draw. Dude, I showed my. Have you seen the spider drawing that I did with the spider and shit with the masks on his back and?
Yeah, yeah.
I was like drawing it, and my wife's like, "What are you drawing?" I was like, "Well, I can't really show you because my wife hates spiders. Like she fucking hates them, dude."
Yeah, yeah.
And so it's like, I'm like, she's like, I saw a leg. I was like, I'm gonna, if you want to see it, I will wait till I'm done and I will show you. And she's like, oh, okay. I showed it to her when I had it done, and she was like, Jesus Christ, like what?
Yeah, my wife isn't a big spider fan. I found a giant spider out in the garage a couple of days ago and took some photos. I was like, I found a spider on the garage, and I was like, do you want to see the pictures? She was like, absolutely not.
Thing is, like, we always get them in like our pool. There's always like wolf spiders in our damn pool. So she goes out there and she's always murking spiders.
Yeah.
So I gotta like do a.
They get big, man.
Yeah, man, ain't no joke. Especially in the South, man, they'll fuck around.
Oh, dude.
They're around all the time. So she was like, oh, okay. And then the next day she grabbed something, and I can't remember what it was, but she grabbed something and felt something brush on her hand, and it wasn't like, it was just like some kind of cloth or something from something else that she was grabbing, and she thought it was a spider, and she's like, sweetie, I pictured that spider that you drew in my head as soon as I felt that, and I almost lost my shit.
I was camping once with my wife, and I had my hand resting on the ground. Right, we were just like sitting by the fire. My
Hmm.
hand was like kind of in the ground coverage. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I looked over, and there was a spider sitting on my hand,
Holy shit, dude.
like, and it was laying flat, and he was almost as big as the top of my fucking hand, man. I was like, I just kind of glanced over and just went and like flicked my hand real quick.
Hmm.
But yeah, that was fucking crazy because I just like glanced. I didn't even feel him crawling on me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we have uh, my mother-in-law. She lives with us, and she got these bulbs that turn on when it turns dark. Hey, hell deer, thanks for coming in, man.
Yeah, what's
Um,
going on, buddy?
and so like when it turns dark, like the sun has to dim, and then they turn on automatically. So you don't have to mess around with turning them on and off, right? The problem is fucking bugs go there, and when the bugs go there, spiders come. So then there was
Oh,
like these big ass gnarly spiders, just like fucking all my lights, because we have four, two garage lights and two on the porch. All the fucking lights have these giant fucking spiders, and nothing but dead bugs all over the wall and the ceilings and shit. I'm like, oh god, this is getting out of hand, man. So
yum.
I sprayed them all down with some home defense spray poison shit, and then blasted them with the pressure washer. One of them was gnarly. It was like gnarly, had a big butt, and it was black. It had these fucking thin, spiky legs. Like I was like,
Yeah,
what?
and a big fat butt. It's well
Yeah.
fed.
I don't know, man. It kind of looked like it looked like a giant black widow, but I don't think it wasn't a black widow. But it was just it was black. But
Mm-hmm.
you know, I said, you in the wrong neighborhood, cuz, and
They the skidder. It's a lot of tubing.
JD Kirby, damn them spiders, faux show,
Fucking
faux show.
Shiloh.
So I'll share a spoiler what I have planned for Berserker
Yeah.
when he fights the spider, and obviously he's gonna kill the fucking spider. He's gonna kill the spider. Like, I don't know if you've seen Frank Frazetta's Spider-Man. It's called Spider-Man, and it's the guy stabbing the spider like in the water.
Spider-Man, where he's stabbing him in the water. What the?
Yeah, it's called Spider-Man, but it has nothing to do with like the comic book character Spider-Man. But that's what the Frazetta painting is.
Oh, okay. Okay. It's like he's stabbing the spider, and the
Yeah,
spider's upside down.
yeah. You see the legs coming out, and it's all like
Yeah.
it's all red. I got it right here.
Yeah.
I'll show you. So I'm like, oh, dude, he's gonna murk the spider like that.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna have him stab him with his own fucking leg. He's gonna chop one of the legs off and fucking stab him with it. And I'm like, hell yeah! Write it down in the notes. No, I can't find it.
I know what the one. I know the one that you're talking about. This paper, dude. I can't touch the ink when it's fucking like
Oh, it's gonna
it's.
smudge.
Yeah.
Hey, I grew up looking at this book. Probably when I wasn't supposed to. And I was moving. I was like, "Hey, Dad, can I can I take this with me?" He's like, "Yeah, man, sure." So yeah, this is the one I'm talking about, just for the chat.
Yeah, dude. What time is it, dude?
1:30.
1:30. I think I'm gonna wrap it up.
Sounds good. Chris says he scooped up a few Furunosuke brush pens. Yeah, those are pretty fun to use. They're pretty nice.
You know what this? You know what these are from? These are from these con things that I was doing.
Holy shit, dude, that's awesome.
So I had this like girl, and you would say, hey, I'd like to have one. I'd say okay, and so then I would like draw something right here,
Mm-hmm.
and that would be the thing. That would be what was fun. So you'd have like this like you know cute little space chick with like this crazy thing like. It could be either a robot or an alien. It allowed me to just kind of like draw whatever I wanted to at the moment.
Yeah, that's cool.
But anyways, so yeah, man, I think your Berzuka stuff is gonna be dope. Berzuka.
That's the next one.
That's the next one, dude.
Yeah.
Berzuka.
Well, the Berserker 2 is going to be called Bare Knuckle.
Oh, nice,
If I do a second one, we'll
dude.
see.
That's dope. All right, man. So everybody knows where they can find you, right?
Yeah. BodyBot Studio, but just follow me on YouTube, JBot Art. Just follow me there. That's where I usually am, or on Twitter. Again, MightyBot Studio on Twitter. So,
Word.
and then every Thursday, except this Thursday, because I'm having people in town staying with me, so I can't be streaming. So we're skipping this Thursday's art department, and we'll be picking it back up next week Thursday, and that's at 10 p.m. Eastern.
Excellent. Well, I totally fucking destroyed this by inking it. So, good stuff. And the shit that I said today, whatever.
It is what it
It
is.
is what it is. Y'all have a good night. Later.
Night, everybody.